Hey there, it's Amy here at Fit and Fierce. I want to ask you one thing. Do you know what normal eating is? What does that even mean? And so here's the thing. I have a new client. Her name is Sally. And the other day I was talking to her and she's telling me that she wants to know what she's got to do to lose weight because in the last few years she's tried everything: paleo, keto, intermittent fasting, juice fasting, cutting out dairy, cutting out carbs, and nothing's working. And she would lose a little bit of weight only to gain it all back and nothing. Now she's just so frustrated. She's saying things like, I'm tired. I don't know what to do anymore. I just don't want to worry about food. I don't want to worry about my weight. I just want to feel comfortable. I just want to eat normal. I want to eat normal food. And here's the thing. She's one of many women that I talk to on a daily basis about how they feel about food. And so, what is actually normal eating? Well, normal eating is eating when you're hungry and stopping when you're full. Sounds simple, right? Well, it's supposed to be. And yes, it's simple in theory. However, because of the diet culture, women are more confused than ever, just like Sally. And here's how I know. The same questions that she's asking me: what are the best foods for weight loss? What should I? Should I be eating dairy? Should I be fasting? How much water should I drink? How much meat should I eat? And so on and so on. So these are the types of questions that I get all the time. And it only tells me one thing: that even though women aren't consciously dieting, that they're still subscribing to the diet culture. So women like Sally are wondering, guessing, and distrusting their own body hunger cues because of all these crazy food rules they're trying to follow. And here's the things that we forget: our bodies are super smart. It tells us what it needs and wants all the time. It gives us signs. And here are some examples that you will be familiar with. You get tired, it means you need sleep and rest. You're too hot, it means you need to cool down and go to get some air conditioning. You're hungry, you need food. You're full, you stop eating. You're thirsty, you need water. Your bladder's full, you got to go to the loo. So when it comes to, eating, the perfect examples to follow are infants, children's, and toddlers. And this is what I mean is when young kids, they eat when they're hungry and they stop when they're full. And we have these superpowers all the time, even at the age that we're at. And here's the thing is that when you eat this way, you don't have to count calories, you don't have to cut out food groups, you don't have to, you don't have to do any of that sort of stuff. That you just rely on yourself and that you actually begin to trust your own body signals. So if you have food rules, it's a pretty good chance that you probably don't trust your body, right? So here's a few things that you can do that Sally did. Is one, meal planning. Meal planning everything you eat and drink throughout the entire day. And that means planning for the foods that is going to satisfy you and that's going to make you feel good versus planning for foods that you think you should eat. That's the biggest mistake women make when they're food planning. Two is asking yourself when you reach for food, am I actually hungry? And if you are, of course, you're going to eat. However, partway through your meal, let's say it's breakfast or dinner or whatever, halfway through your meal, you stop and you ask yourself, have I had enough food? So if Sally implemented those three tools in a month or just over a month, she lost probably close to 10 pounds. So you too could implement these rules tomorrow and have success with your weight loss. All right. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, be sure to post down here below and I'm more than happy to answer them for you. Bye for now.